musical Wicked is the untold story about the witches from The Wizard of Oz. The original song, Defying Gravity, was performed by Idina Menzel in 2003. But today you will hear it live from our very own JBE Chorus and special guests. Please welcome the 2013 Miss South Carolina, Brooke Mellister.
Hello, how is everyone? Good, well, I'm doing great. Y'all, students, I am blown away. Y'all have done an amazing job. I can tell you put a lot of work into it, and I applaud you. It was great. It has been great. Wow. So, I want to say, I'm going to talk a little bit about leadership, and first I'm going to show you one thing because I am former Miss South Carolina. So, when you're Miss South Carolina, not only does Elsa get to wear a crown, but I get to wear a crown too. So, this is my crown, and the Miss South Carolina crown, and I'm not allowed to wear it anymore because there's a new Miss South Carolina, but afterward, if y'all want to take pictures, you can wear the crown. So, y'all get to wear the crown only because of all your hard work. If you hadn't done such a good job, I don't know if I would have allowed it, but you did an amazing job. And I wanted to, Miss South Carolina wasn't just about wearing a crown. It really is about being a leader. And this is a leadership school, right? Yeah. Our leadership school? Yes, yes. I really love that. So I wanted to tell you, I'm going to tell you two things that I learned about leadership as Miss South Carolina. Okay, two things. Y'all got it? Are you ready? Okay. So, the first thing is, as Miss South Carolina, it was kind of hard to not compare myself with all the other girls. Like, oh my gosh, she has a better voice than me, or she's smarter than me, or she's prettier than me. And I just had to remember, and this is something to remember, the Lord made you like nobody else. Yes, it's true. So there's no one in the whole world who's like you, or who has the same talents as you and gifts as you. Not your mom, not your dad, not Miss South Carolina. So there are things that you can do that nobody else can do. So, just like Elsa, she had that one weird kind of gift. It was a gift. Y'all have gifts and talents that nobody else has. And to use them for good things, that's what being a leader is about. So, that was the first thing. The second thing is about sheep. Sheep. Do y'all know what sheep are, right? Yeah. What sound does sheep make? Great. Yes. So, are sheep usually seen as leaders? No, usually they follow the herd and just do what everybody else does. But there's one sheep I want to tell you about because this sheep taught me about 5 leadership skills of how to be a leader. Because everybody wants to be a leader, but sometimes it's hard to know how. So, this sheep's name is Leader Sheep. Can y'all say Leader Sheep? Great, Leader Sheep. Okay, now 5 skills. How many letters does the word sheep have? 5. Great. Okay, what are they? How do you spell sheep? Great. This is a good school. Okay, so each of those letters stand for one of the 5 leadership skills of sheep that I learned during the South Carolina year. Can I teach them to you really quick? Okay, it won't take very long. Okay, so the first one is S, and it's smile. Yes, the first thing about being a leader, a good leader, is about being kind. I'm telling, and it says that on the back of your sheets too. It's about being kind. So I'm going to tell you a small story. One time I was at a pageant at Miss Wando. I was trying to be Miss Senior, and I went up to the podium, and I was about to do my little speech, and I went up there and I said like a few lines, and then I totally blanked, y'all. I forgot everything, and I just stood on stage and I just smiled, and there was dead silence for a good 10 seconds. Then I don't know what I said, and I walked off stage, and I didn't win the pageant. I only got Miss Senior, but someone came up to me after the pageant and they said, Brooke, that pause that you had, that like long pause in your speech was great. It was really powerful. And I was freaking out inside, but I just smiled and things went fine. So, smile. Okay, what's the next letter?
H.
H, yes, and I have tried this one out with many of you, Aiden, Demarion, and it's handshake, H for handshake. And handshake is about confidence and respect. So if you could just, we're gonna practice really quick. If you could turn to the person next to you and just give them a handshake. Yes, yes, here, we'll do. Solid, I like it, yep. Great. Yes, good. These are solid handshakes. So when you meet someone, it's a good thing just to give them a handshake and make that connection. Another good thing is to get their name if you can. So what are the skills so far? The skills of leadership so far? Yes, good, good, good. And what's the next letter? What's the next letter? E. Awesome. Y'all are so on it. Okay. E is for eye contact. Yep. So when your teacher or your mom or your pastor or your friend is talking to you, you're not looking at your phone. You are looking at them, showing them respect. So eye contact, it's an important thing. And you're making that connection with them. Okay, and so what are they so far? S, H, E. Awesome. Okay, what's the next letter? E. This is the hardest. Are y'all ready? Okay. E for engage. This doesn't mean like an engagement ring. It's like engage your mind. So that means be a thinker. So when you go to school or you go to the house, you're thinking, how can I be a leader right now? What can I do to help? Or how can I use my gifts to help right here? Be an engaging kind of person. Get in there. Okay, so the last letter is P, and P stands for posture. Good posture. Yes, the Lord gave you your whole body, so you gotta raise it up. Use the whole thing. So, and good posture, especially for performance, is very important because you want to look together and confident, and it really gives a confidence. So, for the leadership skills of sheep, we'll go through them one more time, and then I'll sing. S, H, E, E. Engage. Good, you got the hard one. And what's the P? Posture. Good job. I'm very impressed. So that's leadership. Those are the two things that I learned from South Carolina about leadership, was that there's no one else in the whole world like you. And you can just remember leadership and use those 5 skills, and you'll learn a lot about yourself and really be a leader, I think, for good things. So I'm going to get a sip of water, and then I'll be ready to sing. Sorry,